All right, well, this is an all right spot, right? Well, I want to be a fair one solution. I want a solution to myself. I want to engage in absolution. I want to absorb for someone else. Don't know if I taste it in my bloodstream or I am bleeding from the tongue. I will not have time to sort these answers when these answers never come. Live to shine, shine like sun, sunny day. Day is done, done for now. Now is the time for another day and another sunshine. Hey, 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 hey. Well, I want to fight hard against repression. I want to repress the urge to fall. I want to walk softly with discretion. I want to discreetly kick the walls. Don't know if our souls are like the ocean, shedding back colors from the sun. Maybe the sun will hold these answers when these answers never come. Live to shine, shine like sun, sunny day. Day is done, done for now. Now is the time for another day and another sunshine. Hey, 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 hey. Well, maybe these answers will come marching in staggered formation down the hall. Maybe your asking is the cancer destined to slowly kill us all. And maybe we all receive salvation, shuffling out patterns in the sand. Maybe the sand is just a prophet kicking discreetly in our hands. Live to shine, shine like sun, sunny day. Day is done, done for now. Now is the time for another day and another sun. Live to shine, shine like sun, sunny day. Day is done, done for now, and now is the time for another day and another sun. Okay. No paper bag tonight. Not too much fear of getting arrested up here. Sedona, Arizona. And already sounds like half the song's written already for you before you even get to the meat of the song. Sedona, Arizona. That's where we are. I scampered up to the top of a peak, and I would like to say that it was entirely because I wanted you all to have this view. That was certainly some of the motivation, but I was really scared about my signal. And the higher I got, I figured the more chance I would have of getting together with you all without interruption. Okay, I got to give you a tour around here. So that peak in the back, I don't know what it's called, but I just hiked around it with the alley, and it was really it was pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing out here. I have never been out here. So that's the beginning of the tour. The peak in the back, yeah, I don't know. The other part of the tour here is, if you can look, yep, you can. That's the moon up there. Pretty excited about that. Really, this doesn't do it justice because it's pretty nice and big back there. Okay, and now I'm gonna give you the 360 here. Okay, we will start, maybe we will start in this direction. Yep, there's a big thing back there. I also don't know what that is, but I do know what this is. We're coming around to it. See that back there? That, I think, yep, that big thing back there. It's further away than the other peaks. Oh God, are you sick yet? I'm sorry, this thing doesn't really spin very well, so I'm just holding it in my hands. That is called Bear Mountain, I believe. And tomorrow morning, Allie and I are gonna wake up and we are gonna hike that mountain. And they say that the trail up the mountain is pretty kind of straight up. So we're excited about that. And if we keep on coming around that, my friends, can't really get it to focus because it's just too hard for this camera, but that is the sunset. So pretty nice place to be. Okay, there we are. I know I had you positioned a little bit differently, but this is kind of nice, right? You can see this peak in the background. Okay, we'll do this for a little bit. Yep. So yeah, that's where we are. Pretty amazing, right? Like that I can climb up to the top of a peak and still get to do this with you. Pretty amazing. Okay. Okay, here we go. You see a road back there? Yeah. Yeah. I don't like looking at a road though. Well, the sun on that cliff is really nice. We'll deal with the road because we get the sun and the cliff. How's that? Life is about compromise. Look where we started, my dear. Whoever thought we'd be sweet release. Come to me. The salt's on your lips. There's truth in wine. Remember the good days. Done with the crying. Hope that someday it's wisdom I find. The salt's on your lips. There's truth in the wine. God knows that we've both tried. It's been such a beautiful ride. Sweet release. Come to me. The salt's on your lips. There's truth in the wine. You've gone down swinging. At least we've been trying. The cut of your honesty's better than mine. The salt's on your lips. There's truth in the wine. So goodbye, my love. It's too painful for us to be friends, but it's worth it to know you'll be out there smiling, smiling again. right. Let's see here. Man, I am really... As the sun keeps shifting, I want you to see different things here. So hold on, let's see. That's pretty right there. We'll do one from here. Okay. Where am I in my little list? Oh gosh, my list blew open. And it's getting cold. Whew. You still there? Okay. Whew. Okay, I'm gonna take this off for a second. Put on my jacket. It is getting to be, I mean, it's gonna get darker and darker for our gatherings as time goes on. It's a little bit of a bummer, right? Because these sunsets are pretty amazing. Soon our gatherings will be happening probably entirely after the sunset, isn't it? That's probably the case. What are you gonna do? Gather on. Okay. Can you see back there? We'll try this for a song and then I'll shift to another spot. Okay, so I have been sharing a little bit, for those of you that weren't on last night, I've been sharing some like really early songs. Songs from last night. I shared a song that I wrote when I was 17 years old. And I kind of had, they're hard for me. Some of those earliest songs are hard for me because well, to a certain extent, every time I play a song, I think, it keeps the song alive, right? I mean, I can listen to a recording of me singing some of these songs when I was younger, and I can say to myself, oh, okay, well, it's just little old me figuring it out, and then bringing the songs to life again. Well, it just feels different to me. So I'm gonna play. I'm gonna warm us up with a couple with a couple of the early songs that I've shared maybe only once on a gathering before. This was a song I wrote probably one of my first years playing music. You know, I was, it's about the fact I was never one of those guys that could just kind of go up to a gal in a bar or at a party and start talking. I was, you know, I had a fine time having conversations and meeting people and doing that kind of thing, but I could, you know, I knew I had friends that they could be sitting at a bar and they could see somebody that they were interested in and just walk right up to them and start talking. It blew my mind. It blew my mind that people could do that. And it never was, it was always intimidating for me. And so, this one is called Shy Guy. It's a short little song, and and it's just a little poem that I wrote way back in the day. It never was released, probably never will be released. And but you know, as I was learning how to be a musician, as I was deciding to become a musician, right? As I was figuring out how to use this instrument and this instrument and this instrument to get stuff across to other people, I loved that I knew that whatever happened, I needed to keep writing. I needed to keep writing. Whatever I was feeling, whatever I was going through, I needed to keep writing it down and writing it down. And that was the only way that it was going to work. And sometimes the songs turned out great. And sometimes not so much. And so a lot of the songs that I wrote during those very first years of playing music, we still play out as a band. They're songs that you all know, and they've been on albums. This one, not so much. This one's called Shy Guy. We'll see if I can remember how to play it. Why did you have to smile when you said hi? It's all my mother's brain could see as the next hour passed on by. And why do you have to look the way you do? My mother's brain wants to get muddled up with you. I'm muddled up with you. I'm muddled up with you. I could ask you to take a walk outside. It's such a beauty night. We could look up at the sky. Why do I have to be so goddamn shy? In my life, in my life, in my life, it passes by. Oh, my life passes by. Oh, my life passes by. That's it. Just a simple little song, Shy Guy. Oh man. Okay. God, I don't know what angle to try. Let's try this one. It's so good. Oh, we might. That is directly where the sun is setting, and it looks so beautiful, and it's just not going to work. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll go this way. I almost wonder if we get enough of this sky, you won't be able to see my guitar. Oh man, it is really getting beautiful up there. There's the moon, and the sunset is down there. It just can't quite recognize it yet. Maybe it'll get better as the sun sets. I really want you all to see it. I'm clicking on and I'm trying to focus on different parts of the screen, just on a hope. Just on a hope. Oh, you're kind of seeing it, right? You're kind of... This is too hard to do it. It'll get better. This is so pretty here. Am I blocking the moon? There it is up there. All right, I'm just gonna play some music and we'll see what happens. Song by song, we'll just keep adjusting. Speaking of my out-of-tune guitar, well, we'll try one more. No, actually, I'm going to. So, we're gonna tackle the science segment of tonight. Now, I am going to. I don't know if Karina is on with us or not. Gosh, Karina, I hope you are on with us because I may screw this up. So Karina wrote out the question for tonight, my quiz for you all, the science quiz, and that I was going to deliver in her absence, and I forgot. I was so stressed about getting up onto this peak that I forgot to read through the question once again, and so before I started. So I am probably going to get some of these facts wrong. But I'm going to ask the question anyways, okay? Now, this is a little bit of a trick question. This is a little bit of a quick trick question. How long does it take a photon to travel from the sun to the earth? A photon essentially are the photons are the particles that make up light, right? So how long does it take for a light particle to travel from the sun to the earth? While you are ruminating on that, I'm gonna play another song. This was another experimental song from way back in the day that I have shared once before. This is called "I Will Too," and I was thinking about one night. I was thinking about the fact that how important language is to understand one another. Right? There is so much about all of us that is so universal. But it is our language, our way of communicating to each other, that often puts barriers between us. Certain words trigger certain reactions, right? Sometimes we speak different languages. Sometimes we think we're speaking the same language, but we're really meaning different things, right? So this was a song where I was just talking about language and free will and the importance of communicating, and I was doing it by mixing up the English language in a way that no one could really ever understand. So I'm not sure what the experiment was. I'm not sure if it's a successful experiment, but it was a exercise in songwriting, which in my early days of songwriting was so important to me. Okay, here we go. I will do, be the freedom to do, be the freedom to do. I'm willing to be the freedom to do, be the freedom to do. I run around for too many places. I will to try. I run around for too many places. I will to try. Can't drive away from what you're made of, and I will freedom come to, will be true. I will to be the freedom to do, be the freedom to do. I will to be the freedom to do, be the freedom to do. I run around for too many places. I will to try. I run around for too many places. I will to try. Can't drive away from what you're made of, and I will freedom come to be true. Okay, I will too. Whew. All right. So I'm going to give you the answer to the Karina science quiz. Now, granted, I'm only remembering about half of the facts to this answer. And the facts that I am remembering are probably going to be, probably a little skewed. Man, this sky is so pretty. There's the moon. Just thought I'd check in with it. Now, many people know that once light is released from the sun, it only takes like a few seconds to get to the earth from the sun. But actually, when photons are produced, Bruce Fredericks, he's my science guy, maybe 8 minutes. Maybe that's right. What usually it takes light not very long to go from the sun to the earth, which is a very far amount of space, and I wish I had some more facts for you, but I really don't. But what Karina said is an interesting fact. When a photon oftentimes is created at the core of the sun, it takes that photon something like 10,000 years, I want to say, to get from the core of the sun to the outer edge of the sun, where then it gives off visible light, and that light then travels to Earth. And so the light that we are seeing each day from the sun actually has been traveling towards us from the center of the sun since before recorded history. Science. I don't know, Bruce, is that right? Karina is clearly not on here, otherwise she'd be correcting me. Need some help. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna I'm gonna try to play this song. It's a song that I have never shared with you gatherers before. In fact, I probably haven't played this song since my very, very first. I probably wrote this song first year I was in Chicago, and then I probably played it at some coffee shops while no one was really paying attention to me, and that was probably the last time I played this song. And here is one of the things I appreciate about this song. I would not normally play this, except it is part of my process with you all to continue to share new music, even music that is embarrassing for me to share, right? Oh, this is kind of the light a little bit better. Oh man, sorry. That looks a little bit better, doesn't it? Figuring it out, people. Figuring it out. Aw, there we go. I have a little... That didn't help at all. So one of the things that is a little bit embarrassing to me is that some of the music that I share, right? Like, and I have a phrase. Sometimes a person is like kind of not done baking yet, right? They haven't quite finished becoming adult. They haven't become who they're gonna become. And so this was definitely a song from me, not done baking, and that's okay. I kind of knew it at the time. In fact, I called this song The Ideological Child. I was the child. I was the ideological child. I kind of recognized that I was not quite done baking, but I still wanted to write music because I knew that as I was feeling things and as I was writing, I was becoming a better writer. And so it was important for me, even back then, that the most honest, challenging things that I was struggling with, that I put them into music and allowed myself to share them. This is kind of a long song. I apologize. Because I don't know if it's, I wasn't done baking, but in the spirit of just sharing everything with you all, I'm going to share this. Give her the change from my jeans. I know I could always give more. And then she'll take advantage of your kindness, you say. I say that's what kindness is for. And how can I pass judgment on anyone's life when my life seems so carefree? And I believe that I am guilty by the color of my skin for what has been done before me. You say you have to learn how to enjoy what you have, so drink from the fruit and the wine. Your tiny contributions only making things worse will only ease your guilty mind. Well, if I could buy into that, imagine that, it would surely ease my mind in style, and it will probably cut the tension between you and me. But as is my mind's running wild, the ideological child, I was thinking about love just the other night, a concept mysterious to me. Cursed myself for not knowing who she is from what I see. And if you didn't think I had a pretty face, I pique your interest tonight. And I know you haven't seen what's inside of my head, 'cause I've kept it out of your sight. I've seen more than you think I have. You reassure me. Person's beauty is apparent throughout. Your surface is a reflection of what's inside of you. So what do you torture yourself about? But if I could buy into that, imagine that let myself take pleasure in your smile. But I've seen too many people go their lives unseen. And as is my mind's running wild, ideological child. What if I could move mountains with the palm of my hand? I could heal you with the grace of my words. What if I could change the world with the power of my thoughts? I could fly like a bird. Would I not have to come home to dirty dishes at night and brush my teeth twice a day? 'Cause although there's no place for that and all these dreams that I hold. Sometimes I can hear myself say, the glory is built upon the back of humility. Though far and away it might seem, the toil and repetition of everyday life can light the fiery pursuit of the dream. If I could buy into that, imagine that this man could grow until he reached the sky, and I'd truly gaze the wiser upon all I see. But as is my mind's running wild, the ideological child. Okay, well, that was a first. We got through it together. Oh man, just check in on the moon. Just thought we could check in on the moon together. Man, I keep looking in the direction of the camera, which is the direction that you all can't see, and I keep feeling like, oh man, they really ought to be looking at this right now. Hold on a second. What is the light like? Can we pull this off? Because there are such beautiful colors back there. We can't. Oh! Do you see it? Hold on a second. I mean, it's so cool. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Okay, I recognize that you can't really see me when it's like that, and this works a little bit better for right now. But we're gonna finish up on that view. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for letting me share an early song with you. All right. This is not a song that I wrote at all. I did not write this song. I did not write this song. When they come to take you down, when they bring down a wagon round, when they come to call on you, drag your poor body down, just one thing I ask of you, just one thing for me. Please forget you knew my name, my darling, sugary. Woo! Shake it, sugary. Know that you know me. Shake it, sugary. Just don't tell her never could do no wrong. You got your head, everything sewn up so tight. Now who's the one staying up all night? Just one thing I ask of you, just one thing from me. Please forget you know my name, my darling, sugary. Woo! Shake it, sugary. Just don't tell him. So in spite of all you gained, you still had to stand out in the pouring rain. One last voice is calling you, and it's time to go now. Come on, just one thing I ask of you, just one thing from me. Please forget you knew my name, my darling. Woo, shaking, shaking, shaking. Just don't tell 'em you know me. Shaking, shaking, shaking. Just don't tell 'em you know me. Shake, shake, shake. Just don't tell 'em you know me. Shake it, shake it, sugary. I'll meet you at the Jubilee. And if that Jubilee don't come, shit, I will meet you on the run. Just don't think I ask of you, just one thing from me. Please forget you know my name, my dog, sugary. Shake, sugary. Just don't tell 'em you know me. All right, we're gonna see if this works. Whoa, I brought a little. Oh God, that is very, that is very intense. Let's see if this works this way. All right, we're gonna just see. Whoa. Now I'm gonna play one more song for you all, and then I'm gonna try and find my way down off this mountain because it is getting dark, and that didn't quite work, did it? Maybe. Yes. It's pretty awesome. I know you can't really see me that much, but you know what? I just do not think that I am the most important thing to look at right now. Shit. I want you to get, so that's Bear Mountain. So we'll look at that, and maybe you'll get to see some of the sun setting as we go. It's almost It's just almost glorious. But yeah, tomorrow night, that mountain right there, that mountain back there, yep, is going to be, or tomorrow morning, very early, Allie and I are going to be scaling the side of that. Not quite scaling. We're going to be hiking. We're not going to be using ropes or anything like that, and it's not a dangerous hike. We're going to, but I think it's going to be pretty intense. I am not sure. Allie has done a little bit of reading up on our path up, and it's going to be. I can't wait. You know, as many of you gatherers know, we've been doing a lot of hiking around where we are in the desert in Pioneer Town, California, and that's a sacred spot for me, for us. But man, it's good to be reminded that any place that you can be outside, there's an old soul to every single spot, and pretty incredible to get to feel it, even for a little bit. So, anyways, I will continue to try and find you all exciting and beautiful spots where we can gather each night on this adventure, and yeah. If you're newly joining us, we gather, me and these other folks watching. We do this every single night. If you are feeling scared and alone these days, if you're feeling stir crazy, if you're feeling like you could use a place where you can belong for a little while, you are welcome here. We would love to have you. Oh. And if you know this song, feel free to sing along. And if you are a first timer, we finish every gathering with this one. Whether there's alcohol in your glass or not. And if you don't have a glass, feel free to raise a fist. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the wind at our back. May it always blow steady wherever you roam. May it turn when you're ready to carry you home. May it keep you ahead of the rain. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the heavens above. Some say it's a glimpse of God's great design. Some say it's the science of all things combined. May we look up and always feel wonder. Here is to us all that we see, is to our hearts in the air that we breathe. Here's to good company. Here's to the drink that we share. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to this time that we had. For these moments pass lightly, won't come again. raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the end of the day. Let us drink to the work when the working is through. Let us drink one of me. Let us drink one of you. Let us drink one to those who aren't with us. Here is to us, and all that we see is to our hearts, and the air that we breathe. Here's to around in good company. Here's to the future. Here's to the past. Let us drink one down slow. Let us drink one down fast. Let us drink one as if this night is our last. Here's to the drink that we share. Let's get you in front of the moon to finish it. Oh, that was the angle. There it is. There it is. There's our moon. Please stay safe. Keep on looking out for one another. And I will see you tomorrow.